Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bearded Biomed here. So yeah, this is an interesting YouTube video. I decided to go ahead and I guess start doing YouTube videos as well, because everybody kept saying, dude, you got to do video podcasts. It's just expanding your audience. And I mean, Better Biomed Justin, I finally got to meet him at the AAMI conference this past weekend, and, just soaked up all that guy's energy. I've been watching him for years. He puts out so much good information. And the main goal, as always, is outreach. It's awareness. It's, knowledge sharing. It's, and of course, building the brand, right? So, as you can tell, Bearded Biomed cap. If you want one as well, do actually have a little Etsy store set up. Just look up Bearded Biomed, you'll find it. Got all kinds of crap on there. If you don't want to, no problem. Doesn't bother me. It's just there for people that want something. Anywho, yeah, the AAMI conference, AAMI Exchange 2022 was absolutely incredible. I got to meet so many people I've been wanting to meet for such a long time. Having the ability to actually go to the AAMI Exchange was, amazing in and of itself, because it's been a bucket list item for me for years. And, Danielle, Brian, their team over there were kind enough to, give me a media pass so I can really get entrenched and, see the splendor that is everything they showcase. And man, there was so much just innovative things happening. Of course, if you're hopefully watching me, you also watch Justin, but he's already put out multitude of videos, and I couldn't agree more with his take on some things. Like, some of the technology that was showcased in that show was absolutely incredible. One of his best in shows, it's literally a sterilization process that lets you I don't want to get into the whole science of it. I recommend go watch his video. But the capabilities that unit is going to present to the market is going to be game-changing. The developer was literally putting apples inside this device and sterilizing it without any degradation of integrity whatsoever, and in a matter of 5 minutes. That's amazing. Steris, with their mobile sterilizer setup inside these 18-wheeler trailers, was so cool. Like, having steam bulk sterilizers, it's crazy how much technology has changed over the years. And that's what's so cool about the biomed field, right, is because we're entrenched in that. We get to grow along with the growth in medical technology, and that's what makes our field so interesting, right? It's not the same old. There's always the saying, right? Medical equipment turns about every 5 years or so, and the ecosystem, the life cycles of all this equipment, along with the new innovative things coming to market, it keeps us on our toes, man. That's what's so cool about it. Like I said, I finally got to meet Justin, Better Biomed. Got to hang out with Myra from Biomed Girl. Of course, ran into my main man, Dustin Smith, over in Navolo. Got to hang out with Bryant Hawkins, HTM on the line. Cheryl, HTM Insider. It's really also, it's encouraging that we have so many different options for social media engagement and media in general now, between myself and these other groups doing things. It's awesome. It's almost like we got we got some real momentum really building here, and that's what's pretty cool about it. As for the AAMI Exchange, I was recording, I was mic'd up, walking around, throwing microphones in everybody's faces, slinging buttons. So there is going to be an AAMI video probably coming out next week. Just because I got so much field service work scheduled this week, it's probably not going to happen. At the end of the day, customer comes first. I'm always going to put my job first, above anything that I'm doing for the podcast, because I'm never going to let the integrity of my work slip when it comes to taking care of patient safety, patient care needs over what I'm doing myself. So, yeah, I'll probably get all that audio that I captured rendered this weekend and probably post it next Wednesday. I'm also the Bearded Biomed podcast. I believe I'm going to, instead from going from weekly, I'm going to switch that to bi-weekly. I did a couple polls between LinkedIn, Facebook, and everybody kind of agreed, now's a good time to have it on a bi-weekly basis. I mean, season 1, I just slammed y'all with content. Like, nobody was going to outwork me when it came to just putting out content. Got a good solid over 20 episodes for season 1, so there's a lot for people to chew on if they've never watched the show. But yeah, I already have like 5 or 6 episodes recorded and rendered ready to go, but I got to get AAMI out soon because I want it to still be fresh. And yeah, most of it's from day 1 because I really, all day, I was just walking booth to booth, talking to them, giving my thoughts, that kind of thing. Really trying to understand what they're presenting to the market. And yeah, just having conversations, man. That's what it's all about. The day 2, I actually got to walk around the booth with Justin, and it's disheartening, but it's also funny when I think about it. So I have my mic, and I gave Justin a mic, and you'd probably seen a picture or two that I posted on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, that kind of stuff. And we were just going around and talking to people, and he was showing me some of the stuff he really liked at the expo, and go through this whole thing. We're talking to each other just about shooting the gabbit. Try to keep this PG-13, and go through the whole thing. I looked down, and both of our mics were muted the whole time. So essentially, we were having internal monologue between one another, speaking to microphones that weren't picking up anything. I still got to check to see if they were internally recording, but I don't think that was the case. So it kind of hurt my heart a little bit the very first time I get to actually do stuff with Justin, and I think I'm recording it, and it ends up not recording. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Me and Justin both agree that we want to do some stuff in the future. I'm a huge supporter of his. He supports me, and I couldn't be more appreciative, man. He's really entrenched a really good ecosystem over on his channel, and rightly so. I wish nothing but the best things for him, and I'm excited to see what he has coming along in the future. We just bounced ideas off each other. It was really talking about the industry and, what he can do to take it to the next level. I mean, I've done some things to take my show to the next level, and I got so much cool stuff coming down the line that I'm just really excited to really, once I get the things, like some special equipment that I've ordered for the show that just hit the market and should be out hopefully within the next few weeks. And, it's just going to let me add really this cool, nifty, geeky, nerdy stuff to the show, which, if you haven't guessed, I mean, between the dad jokes, the video game references, the the Star Wars references, I mean, I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Nerds are cool. So, yeah, so I guess this is my very first video for YouTube, and as I go along doing these, I think I will also, once I get enough subscribers, go live, have some conversations with people, answer questions, just talk about what's going on in the field. I'm working on some really high-end projects to hopefully benefit the field and meet, our staffing concerns for the future. I did get to go onto the AAMI Gator Tank pitch, and while I didn't expect to win, I do have a viable option that is very feasible. Just trying to make the right contacts to where we can actually tap in to certain programs to, if everything goes the way I think it could, could actually help meet our quota from what we're expected to have, you know, within our field, the 5,000 to 8,000 more bodies by, I think it was like 2028. If this goes right, and if I can make this happen, make these contacts, this could all but eliminate that issue. And that would be monumental. It would hopefully branch in further awareness worldwide and make sure we have an incoming generation to meet that need. So this is very near and dear to my heart. I'm doing the legwork right now. Once I get a more definitive idea of what we need to do, who we need to talk to, I'm gonna bring AAMI in, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be the ones to facilitate this. And yeah, I'm hoping I can bring the industry good news with that, because the days of having theory are over. We got to apply this stuff. We got to do the work and make shit happen, right? So yeah, if you're watching this, I appreciate all of my listeners. If you have not listened to the Bearded Biomed podcast, I highly encourage you to. I have so many incredible people on the show. We talk about all kinds of stuff, obviously relevant to the field, but you know, maybe down the line we can also talk about just all kinds of other things as well. I just pulled up to one of my customers because I have a lot of repairs going on today. Multiple hospital beds down. I have a Stairs 5085 surgical table that needs the tilt sensor and batteries replaced. And then we're also, my company is also interviewing, you know, some new hopefuls, some new grads, people coming out of the military, people coming out of some of the Biomed programs here in Texas. So I'm all about developing, training, and investing in our future. So I'm excited to really get into this and, you know, ultimately just kind of see the future. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you are watching, like I said, I am the Bearded Biomed. May the beard be with you, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Take care.